Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Midland, Texas. We appreciate you being here with us via our YouTube channel as you can watch live this game. Your Laredo Heat visit Midland, Odessa for the second time this season. Last time they were here, they fell 4-0. Midland Sockers ready to host here against your 956 Warriors. Your Laredo Soccer Club. Your Laredo Heat. Folks, this game is going to be a battle. This game is going to be a war. Get ready for an epic match here. Starting lineup for the hosting Sockers at goal number 1, Nico Corti. 21 defense, Nate Coons, Adrian Graham, Walker Hume, and Fabio Peña. In the midfield, Alberto Garcia, Johnny Denton, Josh Taylor, and Andy Fox. And up top, Tucker Hume and Danny Riley. This should be an epic one, folks. We'll bring you the starting lineup. We'll bring you the starting lineup for your Laredo Heat after we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem, folks. That coming up momentarily. Don't forget, you can join tonight's conversation of this game by using the hashtag #VamosLaredo on social media. We'll be back as soon as we come back. Starting lineup for your Laredo Heat Soccer Club. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The starting lineup for your Laredo Heat Soccer Club. At goal number 1 from Monterrey, Mexico, Jorge La Lombriz Ortega. Defense number 5 from London, England, Butler. From Monterrey, Mexico, number 6, Martín El Macio Sare Moreno. And also from Monterrey, number 16, Angelito Hernandez. From Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 27, Kaiki the Samba Mambo Man Fernandez. From Mexico City, Mexico, Miguel El Azteca Alvarado. Number 4, from Monterrey, Mexico. Number 8, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Luis Huicho Garcia. Number 20, from Mumbai, India, Keen Lewis. Number 25, from Honduras, Gustavo El Catracho Alvarado. And number 26, forward from Plymouth, England, Daniel Johns. Folks, gentlemen, boys, girls, kids, war coming up here from Midland, Texas as your Laredo Heat Soccer Club visit here Midland for the second time this season. This is our last away broadcast before we host 5 games at home to close their PDL season. This one, Battle of the Peak, folks. Midland comes into this game wearing red socks, white shorts, and a white top. my good friend Carlos Roberto Ramirez would say. Your Laredo Heat come into this game wearing white socks, black shorts, with a red top. Laredo Heat attacks from left to right. Midland attacks from right to left. Last words here with the officials. They're wearing all black with white stripes on your monitor at home. We prepare. They prepare. 22 Warriors on the field. 11 representing the 956. The other 11 hosting the Warriors from the 956 here in Midland. Referee's almost getting ready to kick this one off here. First possession. Referee's thumbs up from the line assistant on one end, now from the line assistant on the other. Final look at a watch. Folks, that whistle blew. This ball is rolling in this half. It's officially underway. Laredo Heat making the first of the Sockers off. That was the first of the game as they control now with Huicho. Over now to Angelito Hernandez, number 16. Will send it over to La Lombriz Ortega, who's wearing all lime green today, as he commands, protects, and defends the three posts, as this one sends over to Masio Sare, back to Adam Butler. Butler will send it over to Ortega. Ortega, commanding inside of his 6-yard box, will send it over again, this time to the Samba Mamba man, Kaiki Fernandez. Goes up top, finds Angelito. Angelito wants to move toward the middle, finds Dan Johns, who sells it back. One-time pass for El Azteca Alvarado, who sells it again, this time for the Samba. Over again, Zaneta from Plymouth, England, losing the ball in the midfield, and now Midland controls. Kaiki will settle it over to Angel Hernandez, who will light it. Dan Johns. Dan Johns almost with possession of the ball, almost running away there. That ball played over to the far end of your monitor, almost toward the midfield now. Controls again up top, trying to find Hume. Now again on the attack are the Sockers. However, El Catracho Alvarado will retail back, able to get just out of controls. Feeds back to Adam Butler, and Adam Butler will settle it all the way back to La Lombriz Ortega. Controls, feeds again up top, finds Kaiki, the Samba Mamba man Fernandez. Over again now to Angelito. Angelito will settle over on the ground, finds Azteca Alvarado, who controls. Beats the first defender, steps back, nice move, sends it back toward the center with Huicho Garcia. Huicho will cross it over, nice change of play, over to Catracho Alvarado, controls. First time, sells it down, tries to push it forward, that ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Catracho, and the throw in here for the Sockers. Throw in now, over to Hume again. Height advantage against the Laredo defense. That ball one-on-one here. Coming over from the air from Kaiki to Saman Fernandez. Forward Angel Hernandez. There's a shot attempted far post. Nothing, folks, but an excellent chance made of copper, gold, and silver here for the Midland Sockers to open up the goose egg first. Early in this game. Almost 2 minutes and 15 seconds into it. Midland with a chance. Red Heat's got to be careful now. Masio Sare. Back to Butler. Butler over to La Lombriz Ortega. La Lombriz sends it all the way to the Samba Mamba man, Kaiki. Kaiki over again toward the middle, finds Huicho. Huicho finds Jair. Huicho back to Adam. And Butler back to Huicho. Huicho back to Adam. Adam will drive now. Trying to go forward. There's a lobbed ball. Trying to find Catracho. The defense here on the near side played by Coons. Coons will settle out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up here for the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. In goal for the Sockers, Nico Corti. Wearing Barney purple. Masio Sare throws it in. Finds Jair Hernandez. Hernandez back to Moreno. Masio Sare controls. Near side of your monitor. Once again, finds Huicho. Huicho will swing it over opposite side with Angelito Hernandez now. Hernandez, middle, Azteca, one-time pass, trying to find Keene, intercepted by Hume. And now Midland will try to push forward, trying to clear it out. That ball will sail all by the sideline until it finally reaches the baseline, the goal line, out of bounds. Goal kick for La Lombriz Ortega. Ortega will play it short. Over to the Samba Mamba man, Kaiki. Now to Angelito again. Angel will lob it up top, tries to find Dan Johns. Johnsy, who is beating out player of the week this week for the league, representing Laredo Heat. Also in the honorable mentions, for the Laredo Heat, Chuy Cortez and Kaiki, and Fernandez. Middle now by the Sockers. Trying to go up top. Kaiki intercepts, trying to send it over to Keene. Lewis can't get to it. Throwing coming up. It'll be Fabian Peña, to throw it into play. Peña. Top again, trying to find Taylor. Taylor will settle it back now over to Denton. Taylor. Denton again. Chance now for the Sockers. Does a cut, not to the outside. Shot, first post, La Lombriz Ortega. Able to catch it calmly, peacefully, nicely, gracefully. Again. Ortega settles it down. Pressure will be applied there by Hume as Ortega plays it toward the middle with Huicho. Huicho over to Angel Hernandez. Angelito settles it back over to the Samba Mamba man. Kaiki over to Angel Hernandez again. Hernandez back to Huicho toward the middle. Huicho will try to push it forward. Sends it back to Angel. Cross play over to the with Azteca Alvarado, who will switch it over again, this time to the back line, and Macio Sade Moreno. Macio Sade approaching the belly button of the field. Will change a switch of play. Keene is onside. This ball is fair. This ball is legal. This ball is playable. Keene right now trying to cut inside of the 18. Dancing around inside. Has a shot. Poked away there by the defense again. Huicho will take his luck from there. Over the crossbar of target. But Laredo Heat knocking on the door as well, folks. Goal kick coming up for Nico Corti. Trying to send his arsenal forward. Trying to tell everybody to go up top. Looking for Hume. Looking for the tower. Looking for the height. There it is again. This ball now deflected over by the Samba Mamba man Fernandez. Controlled now by Macio Sade Moreno. For La Lombriz Ortega inside of the 18. Trying to clear it now. Over. Once again, this time controlled in the midfield by Johnny Denton. Denton trying to find Hume up top. Misplay. Clearance now by the Laredo Heat defense. Over again toward the middle in Hume. Nice poke out of the way by Adam Butler as Jair Hernandez controlled in the middle. Trying to push forward. Catracho will settle over to Jaja. Jaja trying to send it back. That ball controlled again in the midfield, this time with Taylor. Midland on the near side now. Opening it up for Garcia. Garcia inside of the 18 now. Trying to dance around. Macio Sade with a flick. That ball still inside of the 18. Far post. Crossed in again. And the Laredo Heat trying to clear it out. This ball controlled again by Garcia. He sends it out of play, out of bounds, folks. Goal kick coming up for La Lombriz Ortega. But another excellent chance there by the Midland Sockers to break the goose egg, to serve the first taquito. Ladies and gentlemen, danger for the Laredo Heat. Butler over to Jaja. Jaja to Adam. Crossed up top, trying to find El Azteca Alvarado. However, Jair will intercept again and sends it up top again, this time controlled by the back line with Walker. Hume, twin brother of Tucker. Hume. Foreheads it, can't clear it out yet. As the Samba Mamba man tries to look up top. Intercepted again by Coons. Over to the middle, this time with Denton. Foul on the play. Azteca Alvarado is going to get called for it. That's going to be in favor of the Odessa Sockers, folks. Free kick coming up for Midland. Laredo Heat playing with four in the back line. Two center defensive midfielders, a center midfielder. Dan Johns is playing striker with two wings in Catracho and King. That ball across far post. No connection, ladies and gentlemen. And another goal kick coming up for La Lombriz Ortega. Center official for tonight's game, William Tomlinson. Assistants referees, Joel McCall, Tony Obus, and the fourth official is Gary Stoll. Butler sells it back, finds Jair Hernandez. Jaja, once again, over to Butler again, one-time pass. Butler fakes back, gives off to Jair. Jaja, over to will settle it back to the Samba Mamba man, Kaiki Fernandez. Currently playing at Wright State. Kai tries to settle up top. That ball finding its way over to Keane again. Angel Hernandez trying to control. King applies the pressure. That ball goes out of bounds. Laredo Heat with a throw-in. Keane trying to waste no time at all. Will settle it down, and Angel Hernandez will do the honors of throwing the ball back in play. Literally. Over to Huicho. Another switch of play, this time toward the center. Finds Dan Johns. Dan Johns controls. Finds Keane now. Keane on the far end of your monitor by the corner flag sector. Crosses! Deflection. Keane. The center official referee, William Tomlinson, says goal kick. And a goal kick it is for Nico Cortin. Corti wearing black socks, black shorts, and a Barney purple top. Goal kick taken. That ball in the air. Gravity says, right, I'm bringing the ball down. Over and four-headed back to La Lombris Ortega. Ortega will settle it down now. Play with his feet. Sends it over to the Samba Mamba man, Kaiki Fernandez. Over to Jair Hernandez now. Back to Kaiki. The Samba Mamba man shares up top with the native from Monterrey. Foul on the play. The referee's going to let it. Hernandez is down. That ball again up top. Controlled now. This time by Angel Hernandez. Taylor with a deflection. Dan Johns plays it low. Finds Angel Hernandez again, and Laredo have a switch of play here. Angel Hernandez toward the center. Finds Azteca Alvarado, who sells it down for Dan Johns. Intercepted again there by the Sockers. Foul on the play. The trip by Dan Johns. Free kick for the hosting Sockers. Free kick coming up now for Midland. There's a free kick. This one toward the penalty spot. Hume connects on a goal for Midland. Tucker Hume connects with his forehead, beats La Lombris Ortega. Laredo down 1-0-0. Kickoff again. Laredo controls. Belly button of the field. Dan John sends it back to Angel Hernandez. Hernandez settles it over to Samba Mamba man Kaiki. Kaiki back. Angelito will try to send it up top, trying to find Dan Johns. One bounce. Johns controls. Battled with Adrian Graham. Over to Cordy, sending it out of play. And a throw-in now. Corner kick is going to be the ruling here for the Laredo. Two balls in play. Laredo Heat will retake this corner kick. It'll be King Lewis putting it into play. This one toward the heart of the Sockers. Butler controls, sending it over the crossbar out of play. Butler is down. Referee says no foul. Goal kick coming up again for Midland. Cortin sends it up top. Gravity brings it back down. Masio Sanib heads butt over to Adam Butler. Now to Kaiki. Kaiki turning it over now toward the middle with Taylor. Laredo now with possession. Over to Azteca Alvarado. Back to Angelito Hernandez. Angel Hernandez over again, this time to Huicho. Huicho back to Angelito. Angelito will settle up top. Finds Dan Johns trying to play it over to Catracho Alvarado. That one will float back to Jair Hernandez. Play toward the middle. Azteca Alvarado, now to Johns. Over to Graham now. Graham will settle over to the midfield for the Sockers. And this ball will be played toward the back line again. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nate Coons. And a throw in for Laredo. It'll be Maciosare to throw it into play. Over to Jair. Back to Maciosare. Maciosare, nice fake. Playing on the near side. Fakes again. This time goes toward the center. Finds Jair. Jair steps on the ball. Steps back. Over. Was trying to look for Dan Johns up top. Huicho applying the pressure. Now controlling now is Beto Garcia. On the near side driving. Beats Maciosare. Over to Butler. Nice slide tackle. However, Taylor controls now. Trying to play the nutmeg game. Over Catracho Alvarado. Taylor trying to drive still. Maciosare with the slide tackle, able to get a deflection. That ball goes out of play. Last touched by Laredo, and a throw in again for Coons and the Midland Odessa Sockers. Coons up top, trying to find Hume. Up top. Maciosare deflects. Play resumes. No foul on the play. That deflection goes off by the Sockers, and a goal kick now for La Lombriz Ortega. Ortega over to Butler now. Butler back to La Lombriz. La Lombriz trying to play to Butler. There's a deflection over by Hume. That ball crossed in again. Play resumes. Play is legal, and another goal for Midland. That's two. Laredo sinking quick here, folks. Danny Riley with the goal, assisted by Hume. Angel Hernandez now, trying to cut inside. Hernandez, over up top, finds Azteca Alvarado. Back to Huicho, over again to Kaiki. Kaiki, over to Huicho. Huicho driving toward between two, gets trimmed, foul on the play, free kick coming up for Laredo. Angel Hernandez over to Huicho again. Huicho back to Angelito. Angelito will try to cross it again, trying to find something toward the middle, no good. Huicho intercepts again. Tucker in the middle, trying to find Riley. Foul on the play, foul on Kaiki, and a free kick here for Midland. It'll be Hume trying to take care of this free kick on behalf of Midland. Didn't take care of the free kick, but owns possession of the ball now. Plays it toward the middle, finds Taylor, Foul on the play again. Referee says this one is in favor of Midland. Hume plays it. Find Hume. Hume sells it over to Taylor. Shot again, deflected this time by Butler. Over now to Huicho. Huicho sells it down for Catracho Alvarado. Catracho trying to play it. Gets taken down. Flat tired, as we called it. This ball in the air. Over to Dan Johns. Dan Johns will settle over, trying to find out of bounds. Last touched by Johns. Throwing coming up here for Midland. Hume plays it towards center again. Jair Hernandez intercepts nicely. Jaja over to Azteca. Azteca back to Catracho. Catracho drives now. Catracho back to Maciosare Moreno. Off with the fake toward the middle with Jair Hernandez now. Jaja will play it back to Angelito. Angelito over to Jair again. Jaja over to Azteca Alvarado. Alvarado plays it far end over to the Samba Mamba man, Kaiki Fernandez. Fernandez up top. Johns gets dispossessed of the sphere. Midland attacks again. Hume trying to play a one-time pass over to Riley. That one no luck. Samba Mamba man controls. Over by the sideline. Now to Jair Hernandez. Hernandez tries to play up top, tries to find Catracho Alvarado. Alvarado might have a chance here for the Heat. Alvarado driving near side. Alvarado takes a shot. No luck, no good. Goal kick coming up for Corti. Ball toward the middle again. Over to Jair. Not a Butler. 2 on it. Intercepted in the midfield. Foul on the play. This time against Catracho. Midland with another free kick. Alvarado. Let's call it for the infraction here. This one going toward the center again. Taken out by Jair. Push on the play. Catracho gets taken down. Foul and a free kick here for Laredo. Over to Jair Hernandez now. Jaja. Up, tries to find Keane. Racing against Peña. Keane battling for it. Keane trying to get a possession on it. Foul on the play. This one on Keane Lewis. Midland takes control for Graham now. Graham will try to set it up top again. Finds Taylor. Taylor trying to find Riley. Riley covers the ball nicely over to Hume now. Hume able to control as he turns. Feeding the middle, turns it over, finds Hernandez over to Azteca Alvarado. Alvarado will poke it this time on the near side to number 25, Catracho Alvarado. Catracho over to Azteca. Azteca trying to play it now. Shares back, finds Macio Sare. Nice flick up top, finds Azteca again. Over to Jaja. Too strong of a pass, however, Huicho will get there. The Samba Mamba man says control. I have it. Pass, I'll give. Finds Hernandez. Over to Huicho. Huicho. Sends it back now over to Angel Hernandez, who plays it up top. Alone in the middle. Sends it back now. Finds Keane Lewis. Lewis trying to switch it again, trying to find Catracho Alvarado. There's a flick on the forehead there by Nate Coons. And a clearance by Coons again. Over now to Taylor. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Midland. And 22 minutes into this game, Laredo is down 2-0. Heat needs something quickly. Trying to get back into this taquito. They're back on the buffet. Angel. Middle. Finds Dan Johns. Over to Angel Hernandez now. Angel. Over to Johns again. Johnsy will drive. Johnsy sells it over for Keane Lewis. Lewis will try to drive again. Beating Fabian. Keane. Toward the middle. Deflection. On it. Now controlled by Huicho. Huicho will fake a shot. Now crosses it in. Deflected by Graham. Ball still in the air. Jair Hernandez will fan this one. Graham will try to clear it out. Macio Sade controls. Goes toward the center again. Pokes it this time near home. No one there. That ball will sail to the gloves of Corti. Let's see, we'll await the pressure there by the Laredo Heat. It'll be Dan Johns to apply it. As Corti will now pick it up. Butler trying to clear it. That ball goes out of bounds as he fell down. Nate Coons to throw it back into play. Toward the middle. Over now to Catracho, who will feed Dan Johns. Dan Johns will hold or wait as he feeds back to Azteca. Back, Sombrerito back to Macio Sade, who trying to play it over to Azteca again, and now Jair intercepts. Jaja trying to drive. Jaja gets dispossessed. Now Tucker Hume with it. 3-on-2, 3-on-3 now, 4-on-3 in favor of Laredo. Hume near side, on the near side with Riley. a cut, trying to find something. That ball gets poked out of the way there by Adam Butler. Side, that ball stays in bound. Macio Sade now playing it back. Referee says that ball had gone out of bounds. The throw in here for Laredo. Macio Sade to throw it back into play. Plays it over, finds Adam Butler. Over to Macio Sade again, back to Adam. Butler will put it in the sky, trying to find Azteca Alvarado. And Midland again with possession. Riley will try to cross that ball. Lombriz Ortega as he will control. And rolls it over to the Samba Mamba man, Kaiki Fernandez. Again, this time to Angelito. Angelito trying to set it up top, trying to find something with Dan Johns. No luck, no good. That ball will sail over to Hume. Hume trying to play it toward the middle with Graham. Graham, middle pass again, nicely executed. Connection of passes here for Odessa. Catracho Alvarado will get this one on the near side. Over by the 40-yard line with Jair Hernandez. Again to Catracho. Catracho. Jair Hernandez again. Hernandez back to Catracho. Catracho sells it over to Lombriz Ortega. And he'll sell it back to Kaiki. The Samba Mamba man Fernandez controls. Back to Lombriz. And Lombriz will rotate it again. Finds Adam Butler. Butler over to Macio Sade. Macio Sade over to Jair. Jair back to Azteca. Azteca will sell it back. Lombriz plays it up in the sky on the near side, trying to find Macio Sade. That ball goes out of bounds. And Midland with a comfortable throw in here coming up. Nate Coons to throw it into play. Looks for Hume. Sets it back for Garcia. Crossed again this time. Riley controls. Riley will take a shot. Deflected off again. And now it's Azteca Alvarado. Trying to... No luck. Taylor controls on behalf of Midland. He drives. Feeds off to Garcia on the near side. Corner flag sector. Over. Crossed again. Far post. Over the crossbar. No luck. No good. And a goal kick here for Lombriz Ortega. Ortega plays it short. Finds Adam Butler. Over to Azteca. Azteca back to Jair. Jair settles it back. Finds Kaiki, the Samba Mamba man Fernandez. Over now to Angelito. Angelito in the middle. Trying to find Azteca. There's a deflection there by Taylor. And now Midland controls with Riley. Riley. Middle again. This time to Denton. Over to Hume again. Back to Riley. Nice play here by Midland. They can open up. Finds Garcia on the near side. Approaching the inside of the 18. Garcia passes again inside. Riley! Lombriz Ortega gets to it again. Lombriz Ortega for Midland. Laredo trails 3-0 here. Midland has had all of the opening 27 minutes of play. Johnsy plays it back to Jair. Jair. Sale Moreno. Moreno again to Jair. Over to Catracho now. Controlled by Azteca. Pass off to Jair. Jaja sells it over, trying to find Catracho. Catracho receives nicely as he drives toward the middle, trying to find Keene. Through ball, no luck, no good, and now Cordy will clear it out. Up top again. Lombriz Ortega anticipates, holds, and feeds on the near side with Macio Sade. Macio Sade trying to clear it. This one controlled by Coons on the near side. Coons trying to play it back. Hume. Butler controls. Butler sends up top again. Trying to find Catracho. That ball sails out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Midland. Macio Sade with a throw-in on behalf of Laredo. Over to Jair. Now to Macio Sade. Up top, trying to find Dan Johns. Dan Johns will hold. Feeds over to Huicho. Huicho will try to sell it over for Keen Lewis. Lewis, no foul on that play. And now Midland attacks again. Kai, over to Huicho. Huicho, back to Jair. Jair, over to Huicho. Huicho trying to light it up top, trying to find something with King Lewis. Intercepted there by Peña. Over to Lewis again. Peña, Hume. Hume, bad touch, over to Azteca Alvarado now. Alvarado will try to sell it up, trying to find King Lewis again, and there's a pass back, excellently executed there by Denton over to Corti. Punted up top now. Butler will bring it down. Toward the middle again. Angel Hernandez now. Near side finds Jaja. Over to Azteca. 4-on-4. Over to Catracho near side. Alvarado controls. Cuts toward the center and drives forward. Catracho still with it. Still driving with it. Trying to find King Lewis. Beautiful pass now. Lewis has it. Lewis will cross. Dan Johns! Goal! Wait, folks. Hold on. Hold the call. Dan Johns is called offsides by the assistant referee on the sideline. No goal. Offside is the ruling. And the referee here says play on. Laredo can't open up their goose egg. 3-0 Sockers. Near side, Butler trying to get to it. Out of bounds, throw-in coming up here for the Laredo Heat. Jair, back to Macio Sade. Lining it up now to Johnsy. Over to Keene. Keene trying to get to it, trying to anticipate. Hernandez now, and the Samba Mama man feeds in the middle with Azteca over to Huicho. Huicho. Again, controlling. Rolls, stamps, feeds back, finds Kaiki. Kaiki over to Jaja now. Jaja. Over now to Huicho. Keene. Keene. Back to Huicho. Garcia over to Lewis. Lewis again toward the middle with Dan Johns, who one times it over to Angel Hernandez. That one cleared up top, and now Butler will try to back to Lalo Ortega. And a corner kick now coming up for Midland. Corner kick here for Midland. Inside of the 6-yard box. All the attack for Midland. Obstructing the view for La Lombriz, who trying to get to it. Foul on the play. Free kick coming up here for La Lombriz Ortega and the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. La Lombriz plays it over to Jair now. Jair in the middle, driving forward. Off to the far end of your monitor with Angelito Hernandez. Hernandez trying to light it up top, trying to find Dan Johns. Graham intercepts. Over to Jair again. Jair will settle it back, finds Huicho Garcia. Garcia back to Macio Sade Moreno. Moreno over to Huicho again. Huicho back to Jaja. Jair Hernandez over to Azteca Alvarado. Alvarado can't get a good flick on it. Dan Johns trying to play it over to Keene. Offsides ruling again. Referee finally noticing the flag went up. Blows his whistle, and a free kick now for Midland. Odessa in the lead. 3-0. Laredo trails. Have about 11 more minutes of action here in the first half of play before both teams will go to the locker room and talk things out. I know that on behalf of Laredo, we're going to have a lot of talking going on. Jair now. Over to Huicho. Huicho, Macio Sare Moreno. Macio Sare over to Jaja. Jaja finds Angelito Hernandez again. Angel. Foul on the play. Keane gets taken down. Free kick coming up for Laredo. Jair up top finds Azteca Alvarado. Back to Huicho. Huicho trying to turn, does so nicely, steps on it, trying to go between two, and Huicho plays it beautifully. Huicho holding, feeds on the near side with Dan Johnson. Huicho. Sare now. Moreno. Finds Azteca Alvarado. Over now to Adam Butler, and Butler will swing it back to La Lombriz Ortega. La Lombriz over again to Kaiki, the Samba Mamba man Fernandez. Kai over to Keane. Keane turning. Keane trying to drive forward. Keane goes. First gear. Not a second. Trying to get up top. Is intercepted there and cut off by Hume. Over now to Angelito. Angel. Over to Keane. Keane onside. Cutting again inside of the 18. Sells it back. Finds Johnsy. Johnsy can take a shot. Johnsy inside of the 18. Johnsy! That ball goes beyond the post. Corner kick coming up for Laredo as they look to break their own goose egg and get the first taquito on the plate of the evening. La Lombriz Ortega now. 3/4 of the field. Corner kick now. That one. Far post. Hume, no trouble. Over to Riley. Macio Sada trying to get to it. No foul on the play. Riley gets taken down by Huicho. Foul on the play. Free kick here for Midland. Jaja will settle it back. Midland with a free kick, but Laredo with excellent plays here as they've had. Hume playing it in the middle again, finds Taylor. Taylor on the near side with Coons now. Coons goes up top, finds Riley. Riley over to Taylor. Taylor toward the middle now. Over to Riley. Now to Hume. Hume trying to play the wall action with Riley. No luck, no good. This ball still controlled by Midland. Garcia settles it back, finds Coons. Coons plays it over to Hume again toward the center. Hume intercepted there by Huicho. Controlled again this time by Denton. On the near side now with Garcia. Beto will try to cross it, trying to find something. Adam Butler gets out of the way. Ball in the middle now. Huicho playing it nicely over to Azteca Alvarado, not to Jair Hernandez, over to Keane. Keane will line it up, trying to find something on the cross side. Finds Dan Johns. Dan Johns opens up the play with Catracho Alvarado. On the near side, Alvarado wanting to drive. Cuts to the inside again. Alvarado gets taken. Gets stopped, folks. Excellent stop there by Adrian Graham. On the near side now is Beto Garcia. Continuing to drive. Now against Butler. On the near side now. Cuts to the inside. Takes a shot. Post crossbar. No goal. Another shot again there inside of the 18. La Lombriz Ortega able to get to it, but a shot placed on the crossbar by Beto Garcia. North for Midland. Azteca over to Kaiki. Kaiki finds Jair Hernandez now. Jair gets taken down. Foul on the play. Butler, now to Macio Sare. Macio Sare back to Catracho. Catracho over to Johns. Turn over again. Garcia controls. Over to Riley now. Back to Hume. Hume will step on it. Hume trying to drive forward. Gets stopped by Jaja. Over to Azteca. Now to Dan Johns. Johns finds Huicho in the middle. Around the belly button of the field. Over to Keane. Lewis finds Huicho. Huicho back to Azteca. Azteca over to Jair. Jair fakes to the near side. Decides to go to the center. Finds Huicho again. Huicho opens it up. Finds Angelito Hernandez. Hernandez up top. Finds Keane. Keane trying to break across. Trying to find something. No luck coming up for the last touch there. Midland has went out of bounds. And the Heat play it smart now. Over on the near side. On their near side, with Huicho. Huicho, middle again, finds Jair Hernandez. Hernandez could light it up from there, could take a shot. Jair! Above the crossbar, beyond the post. No luck, no goal, no good. Goal kick coming up for Corti. Ball on the near side now. Controlled by Coons. Macio Sare steps on it, controls, feeds Catracho. Catracho gets taken down. And the referee, folks, the first yellow card of this game is shown to Josh Taylor. He gets painted canary yellow here, gets caution. Catracho still down. Action on the play. And Salvador Chavaluna warming up. Jair Hernandez take. Jaja trying to find King. This one on the near side. There's the bounce. King trying to get to it. That ball goes out of bounds. Throwing coming up here for Laredo. Macio playing it back now with Catracho Alvarado. Alvarado trying to find something in the middle and finds Huicho Garcia. Garcia back to Catracho. El Catracho with it now. Off to Macio Sare. Off with the flick now. Trying to find Huicho. Over to Keen now. Keen gets his possessed. This one over to Jair. Sells it back now to Catracho. Catracho will sell it back to Adam Butler. Laredo Heat trying to winding up the field. Playing it now to Catracho again. Catracho holds. Goes toward the center again. That ball deflected. Controls now. Over to Huicho now. Huicho has it. Finds Dan Johns on the near side. Johns could cross it again as he looks to drive forward against Hume. There's two balls on the field of play. And we'll see what the decision here is. And Laredo is forced to turn it over. There's the punt up top. Kaneki will bring it back down. In the midfield, play resumes. No foul on the play. Nice tackle there by Huicho Garcia. Over to Azteca Alvarado. Alvarado turning. Alvarado, hurry up. Go forward. Find something now. Over back to King. King will sell it over to Angel Hernandez, who sells it now to Huicho Garcia. Garcia will hold, give back, finds Angelito. Angelito will try to cross it inside, finds Dan Johns. Hume trying to clear it, finds Azteca now. Alvarado will swing it over, finds Macio Sare. Macio Sare over to Jair Hernandez. Hernandez, referee with the deflection. Tomlinson playing a part now on the field. Hume trying to flick it over. Macio Sare controls, finds Huicho Garcia. Huicho will try his luck from there. Off the deflection again. And now Beto Garcia on the near side against Butler. Garcia continuing to drive. Nice self-pass up top. Garcia holds, has it, takes a shot off again. And another goal here for Midland. Four goals for Midland. 43 minutes, all Midland. Laredo Heat with a huge deficit now, 4 goals. But folks, possible within 90 minutes. Anything is inside of the rectangle. Angel plays it up top, finds Azteca. Over to Huicho. Huicho trying to drive now. Holds back, feeds Azteca Alvarado. Alvarado. Over now to Macio Sare. Macio Sare lights it up. Dan Johns will try to find Catracho. That ball goes out of bounds. Throwing coming up now for Midland. Corti now will await the pressure. Applied there by Dan Johns. This ball on the near side. Marcio Sade to throw it back into play. Over to Jair. Marcio Sade. Up top, trying to find Azteca Alvarado. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Marcio Sade. And a throw-in now for Laredo. Corner kick now for Midland to close out the half. 45 minutes, and it's been all Midland. It's been all of the home team. Tucker over to Graham. Graham will try to settle at something. No luck, no good. Goal kick coming up for La Lombriz Ortega as this half closes out. Jorge. La Lombriz. Over to Kaiki. Kaiki. Not Angel. Over to Huicho. Huicho. Back to Angel. 45 minutes, folks, in the books. Laredo Channels 4 here in Midland, Odessa. And a lot of work to be done on behalf of the team from the 956. Laredo down 4 goals here in the first half of play. A lot of work to be done here. Laredo. 4 goals, folks. That's the size of the mountain right now. Laredo down, ladies and gentlemen, 4 goals here. Well, on behalf of the Laredo Heat Soccer Club, we'd like to send a very special hello to all of our listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching on our last away broadcast of the season here. Un saludo muy especial. Primero, y nada más y nada menos, va para Edith Ortiz y Sara González, del Departamento de Mercadotecnia de Laredo Heat. Gracias por todo lo que hacen. Thank you for everything you do over to Edith Ortiz and Sara González over by the Marketing Department of the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. Thank you for everything, all of your attentions toward the club. We appreciate everything. Otro saludo va muy especial para Horacio de la Torre. Horacio, gracias por todo. Lamentablemente no estás aquí con nosotros, pero se te extraña y estás en espíritu. Horacio, thank you for everything as well. You're not here with us today on the field or in Midland. You're there in Laredo, but you are missed. Another special hello goes out to Beto Ortiz. One of Betito Snacks there in Laredo. They're in charge of the concession stand in Laredo. Where Laredo their games. Thank you for everything, Mr. Mitto. Sorry for the pause here. We're trying to figure out something here. Little technicality here on our monitor. Nonetheless, still Laredo trails 4-0, folks. Huge shout out goes out to Mr. Vazwani and family for everything you do for Laredo Heat. As we await halftime. We'll see what Laredo Heat will come on in the second half with. We'll see what their plan is. We'll see what their technical, movements are. Midland leads 4-0, folks. We'll be back in about 5 minutes to bring you the second half of play. When we return, second half, 45 more minutes of action. Soccer continues here in Midland. Sebastián Navarro, Welcome back to action, folks, here live from Midland, Texas. Laredo trails 4-0 against the hosting Midland Odessa Sockers. Substitutions on the field here. Kiwi Canales with number 24. And making his very much highly anticipated return to the field, number 11, Salvador Chavaluna. The referee blows his whistle, ladies and gentlemen. 45 more minutes of action, 45 more minutes of war here from Midland, Texas, as the hosting team leads 4-0. Catracho now controls. Laredo first possession. That one gets dispossessed. Over on the toward the middle now. Opening up the field here with they get taken down. No foul on the play. This one over on the near side now with Kiwi. Canales over to Huicho Garcia. Garcia playing it over to Dan Johns. Dan Johns cutting onto the near side toward the center now. Over to Kiwi. Kiwi will on the near side trying to find King Lewis. That ball goes out of bounds into the stands. A little late to yell 4, but very much in time to go, ooh. Throwing out for Laredo, over on inside of the 18. Johns controls as he battles Graham with it. That one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Johns, and a goal kick coming up for Cortin. They're on your side now. Jair gets taken down. Over now. Far pass. No luck. No good there. That one coming in. From Andy Fox, excuse me. Pass up top. Trying to find Catracho. Hume heads this one back. Over to Corti. Corti rolls it over onto the near side. Now with number 2, Taylor. Back to Corti. And Corti goes up top. Trying to find Hume now. Kaiki brings it down. Trying to find something with Kiwi. Hume intercepts again. Trying to find Salvador Chavaluna. Luna trying to turn, trying to drive. Now Catracho battling for it. Catracho able to break free. Catracho opening it up, finds Kiwi. Finds Keen. Keen Lewis, that is, on the near side with the icicle dribble. Inside of the 18, crosses! And Salvador Chavaluna couldn't connect his forehead on that ball. The trajectory continues. Far post, corner flank sector, and now Midland attacks. Dan Johns able to get back over to Huicho. Kaiki now. Finds Macio Sade Moreno. Who awaits, feeds back, finds Huicho, excuse me. Over the middle now with Kiwi. Kiwi sends it back. Finds Huicho. Huicho. Back to Jonathan Canales. Kiwi, como le dicen ahí. Over to Angelito now. Angel finds King Lewis. Lewis up top again, this time to Catracho. Catracho trying to turn, trying to drive. Gets held. Whistle on the play. Foul, folks! Laredo Heat with a free kick here. Kiwi to take this free kick on behalf of Laredo. The Heat looking for anything, looking for something. Trying to break the goose egg. Post. Kiwi will put it over too high. And a goal kick now for Cortin. On the play coming up for Midland. Dan Johns over to Keene now. Keene gets pushed, no foul. Play resumes. Through ball over to Hume, onside. Pass back over to Garcia. Sells it back again. Another shot there. La Lombriz Ortega able to keep this one out. Out of the 3-post. Out of the goal line and sends it over to the corner kick sector. Hume again connects. No luck there. That one looking to go out of bounds. Midland wanted a corner kick. Referee will grant the corner kick. The sideline official appointed goal kick. And a change of decision here by the officials. This one, first post. Dangerous again. Now a goal kick coming up for the Laredo Heat. Now the referee will have a talk with Walker Hume. Says, look, I don't know what's going on. Calm down. Play resumes. La Lombriz Ortega on the near side finds Jair Hernandez. Jaja over to Salvador Chavaluna. Intercepted there by Graham. Over to Dan Johns, who sells it back, trying to find Macio Sade, controlled by Garcia now. Foul on the play. The referee will go to his book again, folks. Another yellow card coming out. This one's going to be to Johnny Denton. Demonstrated and applied. Denton gets painted canary yellow. Substitution coming up here for the Sockers. Comes into this game. And out goes Adrian Graham. That ball, first pole! For a post, should I say. Looked to bounce right on top of the penalty mound, folks. That ball goes beyond the goal line. No harm done, no danger. Laredo still knocking on that door. Ball up top. Battle for it. Kanki will come apply the pressure. Foul on the play. That one's going to be on the Samba Mamba man. And the referee will go to his card again. And card canary yellow now. So Kanki now, canary yellow. Denton, canary yellow. And Taylor, canary yellow. Substitution now for Midland again. In comes Jesus Bolivar. Out goes Johnny Denton. Jair Hernandez intercepts that long ball over to Dan Johns. Ball still played early. Now Jair with it again. Line up. Catracho Alvarado. On the bounce. Catracho with a chance here. Trying to drive inside of the 18. Holds. Waits. Continues to go forward. Catracho with a turn, trying to dribble again, playing it, trying to do something here. Gets taken down. The referee says play resumes. Hume trying to look for his twin brother up top. Good pass now on the near side. Hume controls. Hume trying to battle against Jair. There's a cross for his post. Kaiki trying to keep it out. Sends it over the crossbar, and a corner kick coming up here for Midland. Corner kick on the near side sector. This one, again, toward the middle. Jair on this, trying to clear it out. This one, far post, and Lombris Ortega able to get to it now. Over to Huicho now. Huicho, near side, finds King Lewis. Now with Peña. Peña looks to drive. Far post again, trying to find Hume. Cross, folks, post, side post. Here again, another attempt, and that one's going to go corner kick. Midland could have had the fifth. Hume connected with his forehead. That ball connected with the post, not the crossbar, but the side post. Corner kick again here for the Sockers. They lead 4-0 against your Laredo Heat. This one again to the inside, off the deflection, over by to the center of the corner, who's going to recross it again. Marcio Sade trying to clear it out now. Over to Dan Johns. Johns trying to bring it down, battling against. Well, there looks like a foul in the play, folks. A whistle was to, there was no whistle, so the decision was to play on. As Dan Johns battled there against Omar Lawrence for possession of the sphere. This one played over back to Kaiki, now with Kiwi. Kiwi over to Marcio Sade. Marcio Sade back to Kaiki. Kaiki will play toward the middle. Bad pass. Turning it over to Hume. Hume can open it up. Hume gets taken down from behind. Referee will go to his cards again. And a yellow card here goes for Jonathan Canales. El Kiwi. Free kick coming up for Midland. Lombris Ortega lines up his wall. Here's a free kick. Garcia, first post, and the fifth. Substitution coming up here for Laredo. Dan Johns will exit as Leon Taylor will make his in-game debut here. Play resumes, folks. 5-0 here in favor of the hosting Sockers. Over to Luna. Chava trying to battle for. It's taken down. Hume with it. Hume again with it. Gets his possessed by Kaiki. Over now to Catracho. Catracho toward the middle, finds Huicho. Huicho will play it back to Jair. Jaja. Now to Angelito. Angel, over to Catracho. Angel, over to Huicho. Catracho. Catracho toward the center, finds Leon Taylor. Taylor, opening it up, finds King. Can't find Taylor again. And now Fox will drive. Riley sets it up for Garcia again. Garcia opens the ball up. Kanki will apply the pressure. Another cross over to La Lombriz Ortega this time as he's able to grasp onto it. Settles it over now to Mascio Sarem. Mascio Sarem back to La Lombriz as the Heat will shift onto the near side. Jair over to Angelito. Angel up top trying to find Taylor as Taylor battles for it. Substitution again coming up here. Number 14. Manny Lita steps on to the field. As Andrew Fox will step off. Kaiki now. Play resumes. Chava Luna with it. Driving, trying to find Catracho. Finding Kiwi. Kiwi over to Luis Garcia. Huicho sends it back, finds Angel Hernandez. Hernandez over to Keane again as he tries to drive forward. Now, Keane driving, Keane having it. Cuts again to the inside. Keane still with it. Kiwi trying to find Chava Luna. That ball will still back to Corti as he will go and control. Deflection there by Mascio Sade. Taylor couldn't get to it. This one was so. Can get a deflection on it again, and now Sockers on the attack again. Another shot, far post, crossed! Looking to the far post, folks. That ball hit the post. And able to stay out. Lucky for Laredo there. Now up top. No foul. Angel Hernandez sends it back to La Lombriz as he'll look to clear it out. Over now. Finds Jair Hernandez. Hernandez over to Kiwi. Jonathan Canales will settle it over. Finds King Lewis. Lewis. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Midland. And they throw in for the Heat. They waste no time at all. Catracho Alvarado with it now. Turns, tries to drive. Huicho back to Catracho. Catracho over to Huicho again. Huicho over the center now with Taylor. Back to Catracho. Now to Kiwi. Kiwi gets taken down. Bad fall. This one coming courtesy of Fabian Peña. Cross again, far post! Corti trying to clear it out, does so nicely. That ball works the thread down. Goal kick now for Corti. Huicho able to get a forehand on it. Controlled now by Midland again. On the near side, Angel Hernandez intercepts, trying to lead off for Keene. Over to Catracho, taken down, and a foul. Here again. Yellow card goes out to number 23, Danny Riley, for the tough tackle. Catracho Alvarado still down. Over again. This time to Huicho. Huicho over to Keene. Keene plays it again. This time to Salvador Chavaluna. Foul on the play. Hume goes down. Kaiki battles for it. Macio Martin. El Macio Sade Moreno over to Angelito Hernandez. And Hernandez cuts back nicely, battling against Hume. No foul on the play. This one over to Huicho. Now to Jair. Another clearance up top, trying to find Leon Taylor. That one will be sent back all the way to the defensive back line of the Sockers. Now with Huicho again. Over to Catracho now. Wanting to drive forward. Hume steps on the ball as the Sockers look to open up the field. Huicho sends it back, finds Kaiki. Kaiki back to Huicho toward the center, bad pass again. Bolivar awaits. Hard challenge this time against Angel Hernandez, and the referee now handing out yellow card. Over to Angelito now. Substitution coming up here for Midland. Hume steps off, and in comes Andy Lopez. That ball far post. Controlled inside of the 18 by Midland. Still inside. Now out of the 18, Laredo with a chance here to apply the pressure outward. Controlled down in the middle by Peña. Peña opens it up again. Pass to the inside. As Kiwi clears this one out. Play to the near side now. Midland again on the attack. Hume with it. Continues to drive. Angel Hernandez with a flick on it. Over to Keene. Back to Angelito. On the near side with Keene now. Keene driving. Keene trying to push the ball forward. Hume sends this one out of bounds. Last touch there by Keene, according to Tomlinson, the center official, and throw in now for Midland. Angel Hernandez with it. This one opened up. Cleared up top, trying to find something in the middle now. With Lopez, La Lombriz Ortega punts it out. Trying to find Leon Taylor. That one controlled once again by the back line of the Sockers as they look to clear up again. Nicely done there by Huicho. Over to Catracho now. Kiwi applying the pressure. As Bolivar opens up. On to the far end. Up top now. Lira. Opens up now. Once again. Cross. Far post. Beyond the goal. No luck. And a goal kick here for La Lombriz Ortega. Plays it on the near side. Finds Angel Hernandez. Over to Keen Lewis. Lewis. Over to Huicho. Huicho settles it over to Catracho. Ball toward the middle. Kiwi with it now. Over to Taylor. Leon will settle it back for Kiwi. Toward the center. Trying to find Salvador Chavaluna. Frustration on the faces of the Laredo Heat. Keen. Over to Jair now. Jaja. Finds Catracho. Catracho over to Jaja again. Swing it over. Finds Leon Taylor now. Taylor looks to drive, gets taken down. And a free kick coming up here. Hopefully for Laredo. We'll see what the referee says. Players collided. The advantage was for the Heat. Red card here for Midland. And they will finish this game with at least one less. That's Taylor stepping off the field. He gets painted cherry apple red, and Laredo now with a one-man advantage. Free kick here for Laredo. Angel Hernandez to take it. Laredo could get one back here. It'll be Angelito to take it. Left-footed brace, as the referee will have a word with the wall. Angel over the crossbar. Goal kick here for Cortin. Substitution on the field. Out goes Huicho Garcia. In comes Jorgito Rivas. Jorgito el Ronaldito Rivas. Taylor battling for it. Taylor with it again. Near side with Keene. Defensive deflection there by the back line again as Kiwi has it now. Turning. Finding something toward the middle. Trying to look for Jair. No good. Midland comes out playing. Over to Macio Sade now. Macio Sade will swing it over. Finds Salvador Chavaluna. Luna. Over to Kiwi, now to Taylor. Leon will send across. First post deflected out there by the defense of Midland. King with a slide tackle there. Nicely executed. Catracho Alvarado trying to play it back. Deflection off there by Midland again. And a throw in here for the Laredo Heat. This one over to Jair. Now with Catracho back, finding Angelito Hernandez. Hernandez now up top again. And defensive deflection once again. Time with the Sockers. Salvador Charuna driving, turning, holding, gets pulled, no foul called. Luna still with it, swings it over, finds Ronaldito Rivas. Plays it over now, trying to find Macio Sade Moreno. Clearance again here by the Midland defense. Jair, that ball will sail back all the way to Cortin. Laredo's got to figure it out. Midland again, pass, nicely done so, onside. And a touch too far. That could have been number 6 for the Sockers. Taylor gets taken down. This one over now to Ronaldito. Over to Keane. Keane trying to play it. Angel Hernandez controls. Finds Kiwi. Midland with a touch. Once again, trying to open up the field on the near side. That ball stayed in bounds as Keane will send it out of play. Throw-in coming up now for Midland. Angel Hernandez sends this one out of bounds. Jair, battling for it now is Leon Taylor, who sends it back. The referee not blowing his whistle, giving the advantage. Another switch of play. Nicely played there by Charlie Dennis. Garcia still driving, trying to take a shot toward the middle. Deflected off by the Laredo. The clearance now. Over to Ronaldito Rivas. With it now is Kiwi. Setting it back now for Chavaluna. Macio Sade. This one kept in bound by Catracho. There's the ball. Hume intercepts. Yeah. Play will resume. And the referee blowing his whistle, player down. A 5-goal deficit here for Laredo. Time winds down. Play resumes. Fair play by Midland. Over now to Kaiking. Pass from Angelito Hernandez. Over again this time to Jair Hernandez. Jaja in control. Feeds near side. Finds Angelito. Angelito over to Keane. Keane one-time pass up top. Finds Keane. Excuse me. Finds Kiwi. Over now to Catracho Alvarado. Finds Luna. Luna trying to give a drive pass over to Ronaldito Rivas. And a clearance again by Midland. Kiwi. Back with Angelito. Angelito trying to find Rivas. Over now to Kiwi again. Kiwi playing the middle. Finds Salvador Luna. Luna trying to turn, dribble. Feeds Kiwi back to Luna. Over to Catracho. Catracho will play it back to Kaiki. Kaiki up top. Finds Leon Taylor. It's possessed. Attempted there by Lawrence. Clearance again. This time will sail all the way back. This time to La Lombriz Ortega. Alvarado this time back to Kaiki. Over to Taylor. Now Macio Sare. Trying to feed Ronaldito Rivas. Pushed forward again. Flag goes up. Offside. Play. Stops. Foul against Catracho now. Foul on the play. This one's going to go against Laredo. Referee allows for playing to resume. With the free kick is Andy Lopez. Off to the center. Trying to hold on to it are the Sockers. Controlled again, trying to find something up top. Another cross. This one towards La Lombriz Ortega as he's able to get to it. Rolled now towards Alvarado. Alvarado will turn. Finds Keen Lewis. Lewis. Back to Kiwi. Over again, this time to Jair. Foul on the play. Referee gives the advantage. As Manny Lida continues to drive. On the near side, crosses it again. Far post, no one home. Chava Luna will wait, excuse me. Luna toward the center. Finds Kiwi. Over now to Ronald. Back to Salvador Chava Luna. Luna. Kiwi. Kiwi. Luna. Luna will drive. Luna trying to find something. Hume intercepts. This ball sent back. Again, the defense there played by the Sockers. Keane applying pressure now. Send it up top again. Lado waits for it at the edge of the 18. Lobbing it over. Finding Macio Sade Moreno. Moreno. Now to Catracho. Catracho will open it up with Angelito Hernandez. Angel up top finds Ronaldito Rivas. Luna battling for it. Luna winning possession now. Salvador on the far end. Plays it towards the center, trying to find Rivas. Rivas gets a flick on it. That ball goes out of bounds. And a goal kick coming up here for Midland. Foul on the play. This is going to be against Kaiki. Macio Sade to throw it back into play. Over now to Catracho. Alvarado looks to drive, finds Angelito Hernandez. Another foul on the play. A yellow card here goes out to number 17, Jesus Bolivar. As Kiwi is the man down. Play resumes. This one to Kaiki. Another push here. Another foul on the play. And the referee will go to his back pocket. We'll just have a word with Bolivar here. Masciosati trying to surprise. And that one near the post, but not on target. Goal kick now for Corti. Keen. Angel. Kiwi. Over to Rivas. Not a Taylor. And the ball poked out. Corner kick coming out for the Heat. They play it quickly. Now to Catracho. Catracho over to Jair. Jair's going to try his luck from their first post. Corti able to get to it. Angel Hernandez racing to it. Plays this one better nicely. No foul on the play. Dennis with a chance here to open up again. Angel Hernandez trying to clear it. Controlled again on the inside by Midland. That one goes out of play. Last touch there. And a goal kick for La Lombriz Ortega. Masciosati. On to Kiwi, back to Masciosati. Moreno sends it back to Kiwi. Kiwi on the near side finds Catracho. Catracho can't get to it again. Kiwi receives inside of the blade of the field. Kiwi over to Taylor. Taylor back to Kaiki. Kaiki trying to find something up top onto the near side with will sail out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up here for Midland. Midland plays the kick. The throw-in near side. That one goes out of bounds. Laredo with a throw-in. 1 more minute in regulation. Taylor with it. Driving around. Over to Catracho. Back to Taylor. One-time pass to the inside with Kiwi. Kiwi will try his luck from there. That one nearly rusting the post onto the far end, folks. Laredo could have had the first for theirs of the evening. We're going to have a minimum of 1 minute of stoppage time, folks, so we'll look to play until the 91st. Throwing now for the Sockers. Laredo can't find the back of the net. Masciosati. Nice dribble over to Kaiki. Kanki will try to send it up top to Hume. As Ronaldito Rivas will apply the pressure, apply the raise. Rivas can't get to it. That ball covered nicely by Lawrence. As Cortillo was able to get to it. We're halfway. Through the 1 minute minimum of stoppage time here. Over to Macio Sade now. Lining it up, trying to find Rivas. Now controlled by Kiwi. Excuse me, Keen. Now controlled by Catrati. Looks to turn, turning around toward the middle now. Finds Macio Sade on the near side. Moreno, nice heel pass. Finds Leon Taylor. Taylor, back to Macio Sade, who plays it over to Kiwi. Kiwi can't get to it, and now Taylor driving. Taylor gets taken down. No foul. Resumes, folks. Goal kick coming up again this time. Nope. Referee calls it. 90 minutes are in the books. Ladies and gentlemen, 5-0 against the Midland Odessa Sockers for the second time. Well, first time they fall 4-0. This is the second time they fall here in Midland. Laredo loses 5-0. 5-0 final score. Laredo loses. This will conclude our last away broadcast of the season. Thank you for keeping up with us through our away games throughout the month of June. We've been out for the majority of it, but we will return home to close out the season with 5 home games. Next home game will be on Thursday, June the 25th, against the Albuquerque Sol. That's on Thursday, June 25th. Kickoff set to 8 o'clock. Join us there in Laredo, Texas. After that, a following game will be on Saturday, June 27th, against the Houston Dutch Lions. That game also to kick off. So join us on Thursday, the 25th, Saturday, the 27th of this month there in Laredo at the Texas A&M International University Soccer Complex, where your Laredo Heat will look to take on the and the Houston Dutch Lions. 8 o'clock. For more information, please visit www.laredoheatsc.com. You can also follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Watch us on YouTube and see us on Instagram. All you have to do is search at Laredo Heat SC on the respective search engines and click the little button that allows you to interact with us. Show everyone you're friends with us as well. You can also follow me personally at Rodrigo Marina 12. That's at RODRIGOMARINA 12. Folks, thank you for joining us. We'll see you Thursday, the 25th in Laredo versus the Albuquerque Sol. From everybody here from the Laredo Heat, JJ Vela, Horacio de la Torre, Jose Gonzalez, and Rodrigo Marina, we say thank you very much. We'll see you Thursday, the 25th. Good night.